welcome back to Game 2 here in Round 3. Levi is one game up against Jonathan Randle, both with the Juns. But let's have a quick think about the sideboards here.
I think that Levi's already pretty much pre-sideboarded. He has a main deck Batterskull, he has the Phyrexian Arenas, so he is really just looking to add a little bit to his sideboard, maybe another Batterskull or something like that. I noticed John seems to have kept, well, we'll see now, Inquisition. That is a greedy keep from John Randle there. The opening hand appears to be 2 Treetop Villages, a Deathrite Shaman, a Kitchen Finks, and 3 cards with multicolours in them. Especially on the play, that does feel a little bit greedy. But then again, the Jun deck's so powerful it can just come back from that with a couple of land draws.
But it can also not come back from that by not drawing any land.
There is that, but
I mean, we can't, you know, I'm not sure Jonathan honestly expects the Deathrite Shaman to survive.
Abrupt Decay going there from Levi. The reasoning for that, more than likely that Levi has a turn 2 Dark Confident coming and he doesn't want it to die. However, John, like a pro there, did rip Blackcleave Cliffs, so that'll be coming down next turn after his Treetop Village. Just a tapped Raging Ravine and Lightning Bolt on the Deathrite Shaman. I think we're going to see that quite a lot. Deathrite Shaman.
Well, Levi's playing it correct, you know, he's just trying to get rid of Jonathan's other colours and hope he doesn't top deck.
Deathrite Shaman tends to be a little bit of a lightning magnet, you've got to think, in this game. There's Kitchen Finks for Jonathan Randle, putting himself up to 22.
Pretty much the weakest of all the drops that Jung can do at this point in the mirror match.
To be fair, it's actually not a bad card in the mirror match, Kitchen Finks, because it takes 2 removal spells to get rid of. It's still not ideal by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, Levi can drop any amount of monsters himself just to, you know, trade with the Finks. He can just make a Tarmogoyf that's bigger.
Yeah, a Tarmogoyf will just be bigger. I imagine it's going to be Phyrexian Arena, otherwise I would be a little bit surprised as to why Levi ended up taking the Abrupt Decay. Really depends what he's trying to do here. Yeah, there's Phyrexian Arena, so he's going to look to try and draw himself out of this. Yep. Pro at the wheel. Keep the opening hand and draw perfectly into Bloodbraid Elf into Dark Confident.
It's exactly what Jonathan wanted to see at this point.
Pretty much, I think he's drawn perfect there. Seems.
And Levi's Phyrexian Arena might start to work against him now, putting him on his own clock.
Maybe, but he's already facing down 8 points of damage from the next attack, so he's got to come up with something pretty special here. One thing you do sometimes notice about the Jump match is that it either degenerates like the first game did into both players essentially playing off the top and whoever has a card that lets them draw extra wins, or it's something like this where it just turns into a bit of a blowout on one side. Bloodbraid Elf there from Levi, and he's
probably another Phyrexian Arena if he's thinking about it.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Or a Thoughtseize.
It's most likely something that isn't going to... Yeah, it's another Phyrexian Arena. He's decided not to cast it and just put it to the bottom of his library.
So that's pretty much the blowout right there when you miss with your Bloodbraid Elf.
Well, he also knows that Jonathan has Liliana of the Veil in his hand, so that's going to be pretty much it. If Jonathan makes a land here, well, he doesn't even need to make a land. I was just thinking about animating Treetop Village. Really depends what he wants to do here. He can animate Treetop Village and attack, forcing Levi to block. He can also cast Liliana of the Veil.
I like the idea of just coming in with a Treetop Village here. He's, you know, Levi's on 11 with the arena out. He's pretty much killing himself there.
Yeah, he'd put him on 3 with the Phyrexian Arena out.
So unless Jonathan somehow thinks he's going to lose 20 points
in the next couple of turns, which would be a little bit strange. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's animating the treetop and turning everything sideways. I imagine the Bloodbraid Elves are going to trade here. He might kill the treetop village just to pin Jonathan back on land maybe a little bit, but I don't think with Dark Confidence in play that's going to be a huge huge issue for Jonathan hitting land at this point.
Could also consider taking out the Bob if that's his only way back into the game.
Potentially, yes. If he can block, stay alive and make Batterskull here, he might still be in the game.
But every life point is important.
Yep, so he does block the Bloodbraid off to avoid taking trample damage. Takes 8 going down to 3.
I'm interested why he didn't animate both his treetop villages there.
Didn't have the mana to do it.
Yeah, well, there it is. There's the mana.
Well, he's got the mana to it, but he can't attack with both of them. He needs 6 lands in play to attack with both his treetop villages. And insult to injury, Tarmogoyf being added to the board here. I think we're very shortly going to be moving on to game 3. Yeah.